Nazir Williams. Three-point field goal, Isiah Ray. Three-point field goal. Timeout, Columbia. A 30-second timeout. Blair, Thompson. Three-point field goal. Shot.
All right, so we're here with Cornell Jr. Isiah Gray. Just had a terrific game against Columbia Lions in Columbia's home gym. Isiah, how you doing today on MLK Day, man?
I'm doing great, man. It's a great day to play basketball. Glad I got to be in my hometown, so, you know, got to win. Can't be mad.
Most definitely. I mean, I know it's always great when you come into Columbia's gym because this is your hometown. How did it feel to come in here, get a 20-point W, run up 100 points, and you had a great individual game yourself? How did that feel today?
I mean, it felt great. You know, we stuck to the game plan. It got close at halftime, but we knew if we stuck to what we do, we got come out here with a win. And ain't nothing better. You know, Ivy Road wins. Can't take it for granted. Columbia's a great team, but to be able to do it in New York City on a day like today, it's a great feeling. We're all really excited. But on to the next stuff.
Most definitely, man. Now, you guys have had a terrific season thus far, out of conference, in conference, #1 in your league. What do you think has fueled that to get y'all to be the top dogs this season?
I mean, you know, we was all counted out. You know, last season projected to finish 7th, this year 5th. We got a lot of guys who are dogs and, you know, not always got the attention. So, you know, we all put the work in. You know, we trust our values and our coaching. When we come out here, we know we gonna leave it all out there. So, you know, that's really what fuels us. You know, just the will to want to be good, and the camaraderie. You know, we're a unit, and we love each other, and we work hard together. So, you know, we just move as one.
Most definitely. And speaking of coaching, man, I noticed you guys are extremely cutting team. You guys communicate. What's emphasized in practice to have you guys rolling like that out there on the floor?
Yeah, man, a lot of attention to detail. Coach is super detail oriented. You know, he came from a Princeton offense on a good Princeton team when he played. So a lot of those, you know, backdoor cuts and those type of screening, those actions that we run, you know, Coach really instills it in us, and we're all really detail-oriented, so we know that, you know, even the little things can go a long way. So we drill that in practice and the way we play, and then, you know, when it comes to game time, we just let it go.
Big time, big time. Now, I want to reflect a little bit on your past. I've personally been watching you play maybe last 6 or 7 years of your career. I want to ask, you played in Knapsack in high school, correct?
Yep.
How did you feel the Knapsack prepared you for the Ivy League?
It was great. I mean, a lot of them dudes is here now. I play against even on Columbia, a lot of them dudes in the Knapsack. So it's a great step. You know, I started at a public school in Manhattan, and then my post-grad year at Cushing Academy, and that was all the difference. You know, it gave me time to get out of the city, experience a different kind of style of play, and, you know, prepare me for that college experience. And it's been helpful, for sure.
Most definitely. So you would say playing in the Knapsack helped you transition
Most
into
certainly.
the collegiate game?
One of the best high school leagues in the country, for sure.
Talk about it. All right. My final question is, I know you played for my man Coach Jay David with the Jayhawks.
Most certainly.
How do you feel Jay David and his program helped you get ready for the collegiate level as well?
I mean, he's a great dude. You know, he took a chance on me. You know, I had no offers, under recruited. And, you know, he was hard on me. He wasn't going to let none rock. We had a really good team that year.
Yes, y'all did.
And, you know, it got me better. I was one of my first experiences playing at a really high level. So, you know, it was a time where I really got to see, you know, what the basketball scene was like at the Division I level and beyond. And I'm thankful for him and the Jayhawks program, you know, for a lot of my success.
Most definitely. Isiah, man, great stuff, man. I wish you well the rest of your collegiate career. Wish you well the rest of this season, and good luck, man.
Appreciate it, man.
And so we're here with Blair Thompson of Columbia University. Just had a pretty big game against Cornell. They went down in defeat on MLK Day. Blair, how you doing today, boss?
Honestly, I'm pretty frustrated with the loss, you know, as anyone would be, but I mean, like, we talk with the team, it's all about, like, going forward, moving forward. I feel like, especially in the first half, we kind of show what we could be as a team.
Right.
And so it's like stuff like that we need to just build off of. But
most definitely, man.
I feel like I just got a lot of work to do, honestly.
Most definitely, man. I want to talk about your freshman season thus far. I mean, I think as an individual, you've had a solid freshman year. Not every freshman gets the amount of playing time you've gotten thus far. Not every freshman produces at the level you have thus far. How do you feel about your freshman year so far, and how does it feel to make an immediate impact on the collegiate level?
Honestly, I mean, I'm happy to just be able to be there for my team, especially I know, like, as a freshman, you don't really, like, play a lot of minutes, and they're putting me on the court, so, like, I'm proud of that. But honestly, I'm mostly just focused on kind of, like, obviously you worry about the process, but I'm kind of focused on the outcome as well. So I feel like I just have a lot more work to do. I feel like I could be there for my team a lot more. So I am happy with some of the things I'm doing, but I'm still, like, in a progress mindset where I know I could do a lot more.
Rightfully so, man. What do you think that you guys could have done differently in the second half? Because you came out of the second half with a 4-point game. Your teammate Avery Brown had a big-time 3 going into the half. You only had a 4-point game. You had great momentum. So what do you think altered in the second half?
I'll say there's a lot of things. Some of the stuff is like just like coverage breakdowns, like some of the backdoors. Sometimes we didn't have our low man there, so they're just getting wide open layups, so they're pushing on the break. We were getting in foul trouble. I know the fouls were good because it was slowing them down, but we were getting a lot of fouls. It's just easy buckets to the line. And then one of the main things I think that kind of like frustrated our team was just the extra passes. A lot of the time we're getting the ball to the middle and someone's open, but they're kind of hesitating, and like that opportunity kind of goes away. I feel like we could kind of get more buckets off of those opportunities, and we're not converting at as a high rate as I think we could. But I'll say those are the main things that kind of prevented us from really coming back. It was only 4 points going into the second half, and then they just went on a run immediately.
Most certainly.
Also, like, you got to identify the shooters. Obviously, we're letting guys get open looks, and that's how Cornell plays, so you just can't do that.
Absolutely, man. I want to reflect and go back a little bit, a few years. Been watching you play for a little while. Been hearing about you from mentors and coaches and things of that nature. So first, I want to ask you about the New York Jayhawks. I know you were connected to the New York Jayhawks via, I think, Sean Hicks. May he rest in peace.
And Joe Brown as well.
And Joe Brown as well. So I want to ask you about the Jayhawks. Coach Jay David, how do you think those guys prepared you for times like today?
Oh, he definitely prepared me. Jayhawks was great. Jay David, a really good coach, honestly. We had a lot of hard moments, like really tough games, and he kind of taught me how to like kind of handle the pressure and to be able to like perform at those stages. I feel like that is a good like translation into college, because obviously, you know, guys are going to be big. You got to finish through contact. There was a lot of stuff he was telling me about that, just like getting stronger, a lot of things like that. But great coach, he prepared me really well.
Most definitely. And then on the other end, I know you finished up your high school career at Northfield Mount Herman, an extremely prestigious prep school, plays in arguably the best prep league in the nation. How do you think that helped you get prepared for Columbia?
Yeah, that was like basically everything for me preparing to Columbia. Like John Carroll, my coach, his whole thing is preparing guys from high school to college. So everything was basically the same as you would expect in college. Like the way our lifestyle was, the way we practice, our mindset, all that type of stuff. So when I got into college, it wasn't like that big of an adjustment. I felt like I could just seamlessly transition.
Most definitely.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I was talking to JC last night. He was just giving me a bunch of advice, a lot of mindset stuff, like the difference between being sure and being confident, just a lot of things like that. So, yeah.
Right, and JC's retired now, isn't he?
Well, I mean, he's retired, yeah.
He's retired, but
he's kind of traveling everywhere.
Yeah, got you. Most definitely. Well, Blair, I appreciate you for your time, man, and I wish you well the rest of your season and your career.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We're here on Rip and Go with Nazir Williams from Cornell University. Just had a pretty good game against Columbia University here on MLK Day. Put up 100 points as a squad. It is helping lead his squad to a very, very good record and them being #1 in the Ivy. Naz, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
How you felt about today's game? You guys put up 100, pretty much handled Columbia most of the game. How you felt about today's action?
Today's game was a good one. You know, every game in the Ivy is hard, especially the road one. So just coming in, playing as a team, everybody did their thing today. So just leaving with the dub is all that matters, and I'm happy we got that.
Got you, man. I know you're second leading scorer on your squad. Today it looks like you really took the facilitation route as opposed to the scoring route. And you got a lot of teammates, including yourself, that cut to the basket. Can you talk about the facilitation? And can you talk about the player movement? What is Coach emphasizing to have you guys rocking like that?
Yeah, we all can score, pass, so just us moving the ball, moving ourselves, it really opens up everything for everybody. Today, I just took what the defense gave me. A lot of people were cutting just open, and I always hit the open guy. I don't really mind passing the ball, so that's all that was today, and I'm glad my teammates were able to finish and make shots.
Most definitely. Now, you're an underclassman, and you're impacting the game pretty early in your collegiate career. Every sophomore isn't playing as many minutes as you play. Every sophomore isn't producing the way that you play. I want to reflect back to your high school days. I know you went to South Kent. How did you feel the NEPSAC prepared you for this level?
Yeah, that 1 year at South Kent really prepared me for now. Just Coach Chills, he really gets people college ready, and I got to really thank him for that. I came in feeling prepared, feeling confident, and just knowing I can do, and I'm trying to display that here.
What did you think about the competition level in the NEPSAC when you were there for your post grad?
Yeah, NEPSAC's kind of like the Ivy, honestly. You see a lot of guys, NMH, South Ken. There's a whole bunch of different schools, Putnam Science. Like a lot of guys end up in the Ivy, so just having that type competition, it's really important, and it really prepared me for this year and last year.
Most definitely. Now, did you guys come into the season favorites or?
Nah, we came in the season 5th.
Okay, so now right about now, y'all have played y'all way into being the favorites.
Yeah.
What do you think you have to do, and the squad has to do the remaining of the season to get to the big dance?
Just continue to be killers. We're gonna mess up sometimes, but just do the next right thing. That's what our coach emphasizes. So just keep doing what we're doing. It's fun when we play together. Yeah, just keep doing what we do.
No doubt, man. Well, I wish you well the rest of your season, man, and the rest of your career. And thank you for taking your time with Rip and Go.